afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to CECCAR TV. I am Gabriela Stan and this is ETAF News. These are the most recent developments at EU level on tax matters. OECD Secretary General Matthias Cormann presented the progress made on Pillar 1 and Pillar 2 of the OECD agreement in his tax report to G7 finance ministers and central bank governors published last week. In particular, he said that the OECD is developing a secure communication mechanism to allow confidential discussions between tax administrations and taxpayers in support of the two-pillar global tax reform and expects it to be operational no later than 2024. Similar principles underpin the work being finalized on Amount A of Pillar 1, pointing to a one-stop-shop approach for fitting Amount A returns and documentation packages and advanced certainty review processes under Amount A. Member of the European Parliament Olivier Chastel published his draft report for the Econ Committee on the VAT in the Digital Age package. In his report, he says he wants to achieve more balance between the objectives of combating fraud and the difficulties for businesses which might arise in applying the newly proposed rules. In particular, he believes that a 10-working day deadline for issuing and declaring invoices would be more realistic for businesses, especially SMEs, than the 2-day deadline proposed by the Commission. Finally, the rapporteur considers that the implementation periods should be longer and give more time to businesses and national administrations to prepare and coordinate the entry into force of digital reporting requirements, the VAT treatment of the platform economy, and the single VAT registration and import one-stop-shop update. The vote of this report in the Econ Committee is scheduled for October 2023. The EU Tax Observatory published a new study investigating the influence of corporate tax avoidance on firm-level sales. The aim of the study is to demonstrate that tax avoidance has given a competitive edge to firms that engage in it. The authors found that large corporations' relative increase in tax avoidance has contributed significantly to the observed increase in industry concentration since the 90s. They also found that tax avoidance can distort market shares and influence real production in many industries beyond its impact on government revenues. The authors further argued that the enforcement of corporate tax policy can help curb industry concentration. In their view, tax policy should be an integral part of competition policy, and policymakers must work towards coordinated tax policies to ensure a level playing field for all firms. This is all for today. For further details and more information, please visit ETAF website. Stay tuned on our social media channels. Thank you for watching us. See you next time.